I am your host, FatDag. You're listening to Wise Advice. My weight loss journey failed when I focused on how. It wasn't until I switched my focus to why that I truly transformed myself. Join the show on the web at fatdag.com and follow along on Twitter and Instagram at Wise Advice. Send in your comments, your questions, and your celebrations. I'll include them as part of the show. But before we dive in, remember, when you're out of points, stop eating points. Hey, I'm honored to be your wingman as we walk through this journey together because I believe in you. Well, hello there. Welcome to episode 64 of Wise Advice. And, I open the show with the, the line that I use, and it's the one that got me to goal, and it's when you're out of points, stop eating points. Just want to make a quick clarification because I see that posted a lot on Connect. And the only distinction I want to make is that when you're out of points, you stop eating points. It doesn't mean stop eating. It doesn't mean, it doesn't mean you just can't eat anymore. It doesn't mean you can't eat your weeklies. It doesn't mean if you're in that mode that you can't eat your fit points. If you're in the fit point mode, we're eating fit points. It means just be mindful to what you're doing. And if you're still on the plan and tracking and eating the points, then you eat the points, right? But so that's what it is. So when you're out of points, stop eating points. Make sure that clarification gets hit out there because that's a very key component to this. So, out of the gate, Elise from Tennessee writes in, and this is it for me. This is, we'll dig into it, but this is an email that says that says it all for me. This is the email that keeps me going. And so I want to open up, and Elise says, "Thank you so much for your podcast. I know your listeners tell you all the time, but this is truly as much of a game changer for me as Connect has been. I don't know how you find the time to do all of this, but I'm truly grateful. I found the podcast a few weeks after you started, and I'm working hard to catch up. You come on a lot of walks with me. I, too, am a damn good airman. When I heard the Operation FatDag episode, number 54, I cried. You expressed so much of what I felt during my military career. I joined the Air Force Reserve as soon as I graduated medical school. I've worked hard to be an excellent physician for my airmen. I am highly trained, motivated, and dedicated, but I also have an addiction, and I have struggled with my weight and bad eating habits for most of my adult life. I have never failed a PT test, but I struggle every time. My weight has slowly been creeping up over the last several years, and I started to have some health problems. My blood pressure was going up, my knees hurt, my feet hurt. I was having a hard time buttoning the pants of my uniform that I'm so proud to wear. I knew something had to change. I joined Weight Watchers exactly 30 days ago, and today I hit my 5%. I'm down 9 pounds. I realize it doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm only 5'2", and on my frame, it has made a big difference. Your podcasts have totally changed my mental focus. Previously, my weight loss efforts have been centered totally on the scale. I wasn't interested in changing my lifestyle. I didn't realize that what I needed to change was my relationship with food, and, like all addictions, there would be no quick fix. I need to have a plan going forward that could carry me for life. I am in this for the long haul, and I will not fail. Elise out of Tennessee. That's Elise. That's thank you for that. This is why I do this, and so as you know, when you listen to episode 54, I struggled for a long time in the military, and whether the resources were available or not, I didn't have them, and so I struggled, and I don't know where I'd be if I didn't figure it out at this point, and so I was up against the wall. I didn't have a lot of choice, but using that, I was able to push past that into a deeper why and truly solve my addiction with food. And so when I get an email like the one you just sent me, and it says that I'm helping you find your way, it really changes my day as well, because that's all I've ever wanted to do, is to make a difference. And so, from the bottom of my heart, firstly, is thank you for validating everything that I've done up to this point, and that brings it full circle for me. So thank you. When you ask me, you don't know how I find the time to do this, and that plays into this. I don't know how I do this. I don't. I know why I do it. I get a handful of email a day, and then here we are at 10 o'clock at night on a Sunday night. I'm going to be at work in the morning, and I'm recording a podcast live so that it can be out in the air, so that Monday morning you guys have something to listen to. Yeah, I don't know how I get the night. I had drill all weekend. I worked all weekend. I don't know how I do it. I don't care how I do it. What I know is I know exactly why I do it, and your email is one of the whys that I do this. And when I get an email like the one you just sent in, that is why I do it, and the how piece just figures itself out. It's the exact same thing with our weight loss. When we figure out why we're trying to lose weight, when we truly figure it out, the how just shows up. It just works. It just magically happens. So thank you again, and thank you for taking me on your walk. I love going for a walk. So thanks for putting me in your earbuds as you're out walking. That's really cool. You've joined 30 days ago. You're down 5%. What have we said about 5%? If you've hit 5%, you've proven to yourself that you have the tools, that you know how to use the tools, you know how to work the tools, you know how to follow the program, and you've proven that you have the ability to hit goal. You have the ability to follow this program through and hit goal. Now, when you say you're down 9 pounds, and you say, I realize it doesn't sound like a lot, it absolutely, to me, sounds like a lot. When's the last time someone wakes up all of a sudden 9 pounds lighter and goes, oh my God, I had no idea, right? Losing a single pound deliberately takes focus. It takes dedication. It takes staying true to what you're trying to do and getting it done. So you've done that. You're on your way. There is no quick fix, exactly like you said. So we have to realize that this is a long-term solution. We do have to change our lifestyle. You've heard us say more than once, again, that this is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And what we mean by that is if you've lived your entire life eating bad and not making the best of choices for you, and then you can suppress them long enough to lose 9 pounds, but then you want to go back to eating the way you ate before, it doesn't work. So you've got to change the way you eat. You got to change the way your relationship with food. You have to change your relationship with working out. You have to be healthy. That's the lifestyle commitment that it takes, and that's the lifestyle journey that you're on. That's the lifestyle journey that you're going to win. That's the lifestyle journey that you're going to retire from the Air Force with. Because I know you can get there. Because I know I can get there now. And I know that because I can get there and you and I are going to walk together, we can get there together. So thank you for your service as a physician in the Air Force Reserve. That's highly commendable. I'm honored to be talking to you in this capacity. It truly is one of the greatest emails I've received, because to me, again, like I said, it's that validation piece. But what's beautiful is it plays into every single person who listens. The details may be different, but the story is the same. Every one of us has a reason to do this. Every one of us has a why. Every one of us has the ability to make a change in our own lives. So, Elise, thank you for your email. Really honored to read it. This ties into Operation FatDag. If you go to fatdag.com, click on the Operation FatDag link, you'll see the address to send in cards that I deliver to military members as I do a talk with them and tell them exactly what we just talked about. So go ahead and do that as well. Out of Greenville, Rachel writes in and she says, I just wanted to say that you keep me motivated every day. I am just starting out, but I get frustrated easily. But since I found you on Connect and later here, you've kept me focusing on the why. You help me make sure that I remember that I never want to be size 18 again, and that I'm tired of being fat, no matter how harsh that sounds. I'm a bit embarrassed to share this with my friends, so listening to you and looking at your photos keeps me motivated, like I have my own support system. Thank you for your podcast, your photos, your honesty, If you can do this, I can do this. Rachel. Well, Rachel, that's the whole point exactly, and that's why I share. Because I'm just a regular person, living a regular job, living a regular life, and I found time to make this work because the folks in Connect believed in me early on, and to the point where I finally was able to learn how to believe in myself. So if I can do this, which I have, you absolutely can do this as well. If hundreds of people on Connect can do this, you absolutely can do this as well. It doesn't take long to scroll through Connect to see countless people who've had great success following this program. And you look at those people and you say, if they can do it, I can do it. I completely understand where you're at. I completely understand your mindset. When you said that you're tired of being fat, no matter how harsh that sounds, I completely agree. I absolutely hated it. With a passion, I hated it. I suppressed the hate for a long time. I let it build up. Like you, I did not want to share my journey initially with my friends. Because not only didn't I didn't want to share it, I had done the journey before and not succeeded. So I didn't need one more level of people telling me, oh, here he goes again. So I just chose not to share it. But I'll tell you this, you are going to love the day when you reach goal. You are going to love the day when you break free from that shame. You will recognize it when it gets here. There will come a day when all of a sudden you've made goal, you feel good about yourself, you will remember your past self, folks will tell you how good you look, and then you will share the entire journey. And that is going to be a proud moment in your life when you can share the entire journey, free from the pain, free from the embarrassment, free from the shame. It takes you getting to goal to get there. And we opened your email by saying you have the ability to get to goal. So congratulations early on making it to goal. I'm fully confident you have the ability to get there. Stay plugged in, stay tuned in, and let's see where you go. Rachel, thank you so much. Kelly out of Long Beach writes in and says, I've completed my third half marathon on May 7th. In total, I have run 38 races, including 5Ks and 10Ks. I ran my first 5K in October of 2010. This was 3 years before I signed up for Weight Watchers. I started losing weight on my own in February of that year. I lost about 40 pounds and did several 5Ks before I started gaining all of that weight back. I joined Weight Watchers in October of 2013, and by the following February, I started signing up for races again. Running soon became a part of my exercise habit. I was not good. I was not fast, but I did it. And eventually my time slowly, very slowly, started to get a little bit faster. I did Conquer the Bridge, race that was 5.3 miles in September 2015. It was hot, and the bridge was steep. It was my longest race to date. I was thrilled, but I wanted more. My first 10K was several months later, a Christmas run. I never in a million years thought I could make a jump to a 10K, but after a year-long plateau, the weight was coming off again, and I had never been more in shape. Also, my friend said she would only sign up for the race with me if we did the 10K option instead of the 5K. I reached my Weight Watcher goal weight in May of 2016, May 7th to be exact. Coincidentally, the date of my last half marathon and my bib number was 5757. I believe that was a good sign. I signed up for my first half marathon in October. I was petrified. Me, run 13.1 miles. At that point, I'd never gone more than 6.2. That summer, I trained in the grueling South California heat. I pushed myself and went the distances I'd only dreamed of before. My times got faster. I was consistently running 11 to 12-minute miles. Previously, I was closer to 13 to 14-minute miles. After the first half marathon, I swore I would never do another. It was hot, it was miserable, and I cried before I even crossed the finish line. Mere hours later, I was signing up for 2 more to complete the Southern California Beach Cities Challenge. I'm a sucker for race bling, what can I say? And now finally that journey has come to an end. Will I run another marathon? I know we should never say never, but I'm pretty sure that I can unequivocally say never. I am happy with that. I did what I set out to do. I have a 10-miler and a 10K in the books in the fall, so I know I won't stop running, but now I'm looking for that next big challenge, and it probably will have nothing to do with running. CrossFit, who knows? Definitely something that can help me tone, strengthen my body. Now look, the point of this incredibly long email is, A, to really process for myself. the enormity of what I've done, sometimes I gloss past it or just think that this is my new normal, so it's nothing special. But it is special. It means, quite honestly, the world to me. And B, this post is for all the runners I see on Connect who are just starting out. I started out using the Couch to 5K app, just like many of you. It was the hugest of deals when I completed that first 20-minute run. Intimidating as hell, but the program works. I can't speak highly enough about it, and you can do it too. It took me 7 years to get where I am now, and I don't regret the journey one single bit. I remember huffing and puffing through every 1 minute interval of running when I first started. It seemed impossible to think of running for even 5 minutes at a time. Friends, nothing is impossible. The only thing that stops us from accomplishing our dreams is, well, ourselves. I'm down more than 85 pounds, 75 of those with Weight Watchers, and I've been below goal for almost 1 year now in this life. Thanks, FatDag, for all your support and for all you do for the community. It's so valuable. Kelly. Kelly, that's an incredibly amazing story. And so I, as I dug through my inbox and found it, I thought it was important to share it in its entirety, because it details a mindset that you have conquered. You are in the fitness mindset. And one of the things I loved about your email is that I could tell it was incredibly therapeutic for you. I can tell that your weight loss journey and your running paralleled each other, and that you've closed the book on your running, and this email closes the book on your weight loss. Now you start a whole new life. You look for whole new challenges. You're a fit person. You have the ability and the desire to want to continue to be in the fitness mindset by looking for something new, the next big thing, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's something else. You're looking for that. That is something that, as you said in your own email, it means the world to you, and I get that. But as you also said, you gloss past it and think it's just your new normal, so it's nothing special. It's incredibly important for us to never forget where we came from, because what you're doing now was not possible 7 years ago. What you're doing next was not possible 7 years ago. And because you've been doing it for so long, you're absolutely right. It feels like that you're just doing it because you can, in that sense where all of a sudden you don't realize that there was a time in your life where you couldn't do that. You need to stop and focus on that. You need to celebrate that accomplishment. You need to write some of this stuff down, which of course you did in your email, and close that chapter. But get your own journey. Get your own journal, I should say. Get a notebook that you can write things down in. And every once in a while read back and see things that you now are celebrating and doing that you couldn't do. So the last note you said is the only thing that stops us from accomplishing our dreams is, well, ourselves. You know how powerful that is? It's absolutely true. It's why we focus on the why here. Because if you know why you want to do something, everything becomes possible. If you truly dig deep and you truly want it, you have the ability to do whatever it is you set out to do. And to accomplish your own dreams, you've got to believe in yourself. Right now, I believe in you. The Connect community believes in you. Other people believe in you. And you're now believing in yourself. We take that mindset, we share it. You look for someone on Connect who maybe is very close to where you were years ago, who right now is a little bit unsure of themselves, and you share it just like you did. So thanks for your email, Kelly. 85 pounds down, absolutely incredible. You don't do that on accident. You don't wake up one morning down 85 pounds and try and figure out how it happened. You did it on your own. It took focus, it took discipline, and you got it done. Great job. Nicole writes in, and this is a long email. I want to kind of summarize it for you, because Nicole, man, I am super duper proud of all 7 pages of your email. I'm joking with you, but there is a lot of stuff in here, and I'll put a lot of it in probably a text file later as we go forward. And I also know that you posted on Connect, so I'll put that in the show notes for you to read. But the coolest thing I saw about your email is you reach goal. That is, Nicole, great job reaching goal. 90 pounds on your birthday, nonetheless. I'm honored to be here and sharing your excitement, sharing your story. I thought it was really cool how when you walked into the meeting room, there was a new leader there and she didn't recognize you and she questioned why you were even in the room. That's validation, right? That's validation that we're on the right path, that we've made a significant change in our lives and you've gotten it done. So what I'm going to do for you guys listening right now is Nicole sent in an audio file. So I'm going to go ahead and play that for you, and so you can hear her excitement in her voice, and her, and you can say, "Wow!" And if you want to go ahead and do that, you can shoot in some audio. I'll go ahead and try and splice it in as well. But Nicole, great job. It's an honor. I talked with you a couple times a day. It's really fun. But you started at 232, down to 152.8. Man, all the way down to 141 at the meeting for 91.4 pounds lost, July 13th to June 2nd. Man, yeah, and what is really fun, this is when you know you've had success. This is when you know you truly beyond words, you've reached goal. You're 91.4 pounds down. You want the 100-pound charm, but you know you don't want to lose any more weight. That's what goal is, right? To say, I don't want the charm, because we know you can get there. If you lost 91 pounds, you have the ability to lose 9 more if you had 9 more to lose. You don't have 9 more to lose. You don't want to lose 9 more pounds. So you're passing on a 100-pound charm because you're at goal. Goal is way more powerful than the 100-pound charm. And so that's what I say. When I say you step on the scale for the very last time in a weight loss mode, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly right there. So, Nicole, great job. I love the pictures you sent in of your refrigerator. You've got some FatDag quotes all over it. Shout out to your husband. He must be a super nice guy. So great job for that. But without any further ado, here's Nicole's audio. We'll get that played in. So take a listen to this.
When you're out of points, stop shouting out and celebrating me. Happy 49th year and feeling like I'm 21. Lost 92 pounds on Friday, June the 9th, which was my birthday and my rebirthday. Just finished an 8-mile walk and loving life. Thank you, Mike, for the lifeboat that is wise advice. Weight Watchers has given me another chance and I'm loving it. This time, I'm never going backwards. My why is huge and it shines in front of me each day. Thank you, FatDag. Thank you, Connect. Keep on tracking.
All right, folks, wasn't that pretty cool? That was amazing. So, Nicole, thanks again for that. Really honored to be walking this journey with you. Honored to be your wingman. And I truly believe in you. And now we continue to share the story, share the message. So folks, very, very exciting stuff. So that's going to do it for this time. Remember now that losing weight, getting healthy has nothing to do with luck. You have to remain disciplined and focused. Set your sights on your goal and go after it. I wish you good focus.